allowed to eat while we cook?
That's why the M&Ms are there. We are getting ready to do a pumpkin cookie cook-off.
That's right.
You're going to be making?
Pumpkin cookies.
Well, that's a tricky name.
Yeah. Somebody put a lot of thought into that name. So
actually,
pumpkin cookies.
This did come from a wonderful woman out near Canandaigua, New York. She gave us this recipe because she made the cookies for us and we all fell in love with them.
Had many of those.
And these are healthy cookies.
Oh, well, then I'm going to win right now.
I can't imagine
I got this
why.
wrapped up.
If it's just because of the pumpkin, but these are called pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. So,
all right, so how do we get started?
Well, as with all cookies, those of you that make cookies know you have your butter. I have half a stick.
I have 2 sticks of butter.
I have all white sugar. I think I have a cup and a half.
I have brown sugar and white sugar.
Half a cup, half a cup.
Half a cup.
So, dump your sugar into your
butter.
Read your directions.
Nah.
Cream butter, add sugar. I have to do my butter first. What does yours say?
Okay, I gotta open this up. It says combine sugar and fluffy, add pumpkin, vanilla.
Combine sugar and margarine until light and fluffy. So dump yours in, and if you would like to start,
it with that thing?
Whoop it into shape. I'll just get started here with my butter.
That's a good noise. That's a cooking noise. So we just have a regular egg beater.
So far, so good.
You're winning. So how do you keep those on? This is your stuff, not mine. In the shop, this would be working.
Just lock it into place somehow.
Lock and load.
Go in there.
Maybe we'll get a sponsor that'll send us a new
one that'll work.
Egg beater. Then you just go.
Oh wait, there we go.
Probably really fast.
No. As low as you can, which isn't very low on that, I'll tell you.
I think I would have been better if I brought a motorboat in here. Is this the lowest setting you have?
Yes. Here, give me that thing.
No, I'm good. I'm doing good.
All right. Oh. Do you want an apron? Well, oh, look, it's all in the beater.
Okay, then when you're done, you want to put this in the pan and bake it on a high heat.
Just to melt it a little bit.
You know, I know there's a tip to this, and my mech teacher back in Donnell Junior High School, I'm sure would be cringing right now.
No, your butter was, how long do we have the butter sitting out?
A couple of minutes.
No, a half hour at least.
Okay, so you kind of back this out?
Yep. Let's see how you're doing.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you are. Yours looks very nice. Well, give us a moment to get this all creamed and then cream it up. Cream it up.
This reminds me of Gallagher.
Really glad you're not really here. How you doing?
Good. You know, I've got kind of a head start. I did put my brown sugar and my butter together, and I kind of whipped it pretty well. But I've already added my pumpkin, 1 cup, 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And
that's exactly what's going into mine. Exact same amounts and everything.
Don't you just love the color of pumpkin?
Well, show them that. That is beautiful.
Nice this is coming together for me. You know, I found it easier for me just to use a spoon and not use that blender.
Well, I'll start out that way too, see what happens, but mine does say to beat it all in. We'll see here.
I think once you have some gooey stuff like the pumpkin, it does whip a lot better. Is this a race?
Well, it is kind of a contest.
Look how nice that is. You can almost tell that already that's going to be fluffy. And, well, should I go ahead and add my flour?
Well, what's it say over there?
Okay, it says once you've done that, you want to add your flour, baking powder. So we did a half a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, which we did already, and a half a teaspoon of salt.
All your dry ingredients are together.
My dry ingredients are together. So I'm just going to blend this in a little bit. Do I do it a little bit at a time, maybe?
It's easier.
Okay. just a little bit of that at a time.
Okay, now mine's getting to look kind of like Matt's was, but I don't have that extra rich brown kind of tinge that the brown sugar gives it. Mine's a little bit brighter in color.
Right.
And I can go for my dry ingredients as well. I had a lot more flour, 2½ cups of flour, but a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of soda, baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. Mine had nutmeg and cinnamon. So I'll start mixing mine in too.
This is awesome. Put a little more of my flour in. You can already tell that this is going quite well.
Oh yeah, yours looks, oh, smell it.
Great.
Mmm. Too bad it isn't smell-o-vision, huh? Because it smells great.
This is coming together nicely. It's starting to really
Well, should we finish this up and then come back to the last ingredients?
Let's give us a moment on that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. All right, I've been blending this for quite a while now. Sherry, are you getting
baking sheets?
Baking sheets, and are you going to put your oven on for me?
Yeah.
What temp?
350.
All right, 350. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this dough and I'm going to make small little dollops, and I'm going to put my cookies on the cooking sheet. The cookies need to be about 2 inches apart so that when they cook and expand, you'll have plenty of room. So give me a moment and I'll get that done.
It'll be interesting to see how many you can get on a sheet there. All right, my cookie dough is looking wonderful, I think. It smells great, but now I have additional ingredients to add to mine. I have 1 cup of chopped walnuts, yummy, and I have 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. What are you doing over there?
Well, I just put my cookies in. I put them in the oven at, what temperature did you say? 350?
Yes.
For 10 to 12 minutes. I've only done 1 tray. I had like 9 cookies on 1 tray. They're going to be huge.
I know.
But that's okay. I like them big.
Looks like you're going to get maybe 12 cookies total.
I mean, I hope they're okay to dunk in the milk. I mean, I'd have to break them in half. But what
we'll
you got?
see. Well,
good luck with that.
I'm glad you came back. I'll do the dishes. You mix this up.
Yep. Hey, you know, we can recycle this can, so I'm going to rinse that out, and that's always good to recycle.
Hey, do you take the label off for that?
I do.
Okay.
You don't have to. I think just the fact that you're rinsing it out is going to save them a big step. But
okay.
Those are always good cans to recycle.
All right.
Boy, that looks awesome.
It does look awesome, doesn't it?
So I would have left that big chunk of chocolate right there.
Look how it's mixing up.
Well, I got a tray here for you. Why don't you finish mixing that up?
Wait a minute. Tablespoonfuls onto a well-greased cookie sheet. So we're going to need to.
Okay. Do with butter? Just a little.
No. With Crisco.
Crisco. Do you have Crisco?
I do. It's right there.
I'll go get the Crisco and butter you up a tray.
Okay.
Without butter, but Crisco.
That's right.
That's okay.
Look, see how low yours are? I can barely carry them. They're so heavy.
We did a forklift. Look at those.
Well, yeah. Mine are a little daintier.
Very nice.
Mine are finished.
These are almost like pumpkin loaves. You know,
Patty.
Well, look, you know, if you have a cookie, it needs support.
You're right.
It needs a landing base for these. This is probably Sherry's favorite candy.
I know.
Isn't it?
Yes, it hurts to stay away from them.
Anyways, I'm whipping up some frosting, and what this is, the ingredients are 2 cups of confection sugar that I started out with, some softened butter, 3 teaspoons.
2 tablespoons of
butter.
3, would you like me to tell
Yes,
it?
please.
3 ounces of softened cream cheese. We have some milk here that we're adding in by teaspoon, you know, so that we don't get it too runny. And then a teaspoon of vanilla.
And look at that. It
looks perfect.
This alone would be a great snack. But
Just by the spoonful.
Why don't you frost one of these up? Show them what they look like frosted.
Okay.
And then we'll add a cookie, and then we'll go back and we'll frost them all. We'll add a pumpkin. We'll finish them all up, and we'll come back and see what they look like.
This thing, I can hardly.
Look at that.
No.
Do you remember Graham Kerr? Remember his old show?
Yeah.
He would make my mouth water because he would talk about food. And is that another batch of cookies?
More cookies coming out.
I'm gonna get them.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Do the crowning touch on your cookie.
Oh. Boom. That almost seems ridiculous. I'll get those. Why don't you keep frosting?
All right. All right, we are back for the grand finale to the pumpkin cookie challenge. That means it's a taste test.
Do I taste yours, and you taste mine?
Sure.
Is that how we do it?
That'd be fine, certainly.
Okay. The texture is nice and light. It has a little bit of a nutty flavor.
So heavy you can barely lift it.
Okay, you ready?
But I smell that cream cheese. Very soft. If you like crunchy cookies, this isn't your cookie.
Right.
But soft, and the cream cheese. Not a heavy pumpkin flavor, just a nice little spice.
This is great. Again, a soft cookie, but I bet you could cook these a little bit longer than those. I don't know. But the chocolate, the semi-sweet chocolate, is perfect. It melts in your mouth.
Not in your hands.
There's a ton of chocolate, so they're wonderful.
You have the walnut flavor mixed in.
Where's the one you started?
Okay. Crunchier, I think.
I love those. Okay, here we go. Here's mine.
This would be a hard contest to judge.
I would almost call it a toss-up.
I think you're right.
I think they're
both
delicious.
wonderful in their own right.
And
hey!
What?
Where's the milk?
Oh, got the milk.
The most important ingredient.
I tell you what, though, this just screams holidays to me, doesn't it?
Oh,
to you?
it does. It does.
Oh. Hey,
these are wonderful.
They can get the recipe.
Go to the food section. Pumpkin chocolate chip cookies and
pumpkin cookies. And there's actually, you can print it out, take it with you to the store, and enjoy the cookies. But I'm done talking. I gotta eat. Here, take that thing off of there.
Yeah.
I really don't like those.
I'll go get some milk.